So we're at Walmart. They just put these cucumbers out. So we're gonna make some pickles with Nanny using all these wonderful, delectable treats. I love cucumbers. I love pickles. I love dill pickles. I love sweet pickles. I love all sorts of pickles. And I've always wanted to know how to do my mama's sweet pickles. So I'm excited. I went through her archive. She didn't even remember her recipe. And I found her original cards. I'll show those to you. But I'm excited to be learning. I don't know how this is going to go, because we're just going to flip at the seat of our pants like I usually do. And I got a whole thing of pickles right here. So, yep, they're like 64 cents each. So I don't mind, because this is going to be an awesome journey with my mom and making some sweet pickles. Canning some sweet pickles. Let's get it.
Give $3 right now for a pickled buffalo tongue.
So, I'm here with my beautiful mother, Nanny. Happy Mother's Day. Today's Mother's Day. Do you remember writing these cards? Oh.
No, I don't. Long time ago.
Well, this recipe, I found it in her cards, and I remember you making sweet pickles a lot over the years, and I've always wanted to learn how to make sweet pickles. And I think according to the cards, it's a 3-day process, but we might try to shorten it down to 2. But today is Mother's Day, and it's appropriate that we're going to start the soaking process. So at least we know for sure, according to the cards and the other stuff I've seen, you need to cut up pickles. I got like 9 to 10 pounds of pickles. These were fresh. They had just put these out at Walmart when I got these. And it's a good thing I got them when I did, because when I went back later that day, they were all gone. But there's a lot of people putting up canning stuff, making pickles and dill pickles. But we're making sweet pickles. You got to cut them up, and a lot of people cut them up in strips. But we like to do the rounds, so we cut up them in rounds. Leave the pit skins on them, and we're gonna get the ends and everything. So we got this big old pot that you've used forever and a day. That's a cannon pot, isn't it? So what do you cut them up like? I guess whatever thickness you want.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah. So you got to cut up all the pickles, put them in the pot, put some water in them, and pickling lime. Now I couldn't find what it said exactly pickling lime, but I got some kosher dill lime, and this should be good enough for 9 to 10 pounds, according to the pouch anyway. 9 to 10 pounds, it said. This was about 30 pickles, and that was about $20 for 30 pickles. About 10 pounds, a little bit more than 10 pounds.
It's really cheaper to get the pickles in.
Well, everybody loves your sweet pickles. They're like famous. You put them in that potato salad. And all sorts of different things like that, or just eat them as a side dish. Good stuff. So we're going to start this soaking process, and then we're going to let it soak overnight for 24 hours, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. We're cutting up lots of cucumbers. Probably way too many. This is the first time I've ever tried to make any kind of pickles. Much less sweet pickles, but I'm excited about it. So you never know until you try, right guys? So the recipe calls, like I said, the recipe calls for 3 days. See the cards with my mother's handwriting, which I can surprisingly read. But the recipe on the first day calls for to peel and cut the cucumbers into strips, and then cut out the seeds. Soak 24 hours in 2 gallons of water with 2 cups of lime. And I'm pretty sure this is more than what is prescribed in terms of the amount of pickles. And I'm not so 100% sure about the water or the measurement for the pouch that we have here. Because this is really all I could find. Kosher dill pickle pouch. But this says it's good for 9 to 11 pounds. of cucumbers to soak in water. So universally though, the soak overnight seems to be, I remember that for sure. My mom had this wooden stick that she's long since has gone on to heaven probably, that she stirred up, but it was this very pot that she used, the cannon pot, you know, put the cans in here to heat them up, sterilize or to soak anything like these. And we're gonna have to cook these tomorrow on the second day for sure. We're gonna probably, like I said, it's a 3-day recipe, but we're gonna, based on my brother's memories and my mom's memories, that we can speed it up somewhat. I think we might just do it in 3 days. We'll see how it works out. All right, we got our pickles, so we got a bunch left over, honestly, and we got our cucumbers cut up. I'm gonna mix them up. Don't worry, my hands are clean. So, I'm one happy camper because I went looking in the cabinet. My brother said, it's in there, go look. The paddle, the old traditional wooden paddle that my dad, God rest his soul, he passed on for a while now. He made this paddle. This has made and stirred many a pickle in my household. Look at this. It's like a little sword. My dad made this specifically to stir up Mama's sweet pickles. So we're gonna get in there, stir them up. Mom was supposed to be finding me something stirred up, but I think she went in there and got distracted with all the people and the food happening today at the household, because it's Mother's Day. What better way to celebrate a little bit with my mother and then to try to learn this traditional recipe. As I was saying and alluded to, these pickles are famous, and I hope I can do them justice. Look how pretty those are. I love cucumbers in general. So I'm going to stir those up really good. Pickling powder in there. Now she had some lime, but it's rather ancient. Well, you can smell that pickle. Even though this is technically kosher dill pickle, brine, this is exactly what we need to help in the pickling process. This is the magic solution for getting these suckers pickleized. Alright, this is why we need the stirring paddle more than anything. Oh, that pickle smell. So we're going to bring some alum into this equation. Ooh, I missed a sticker. These are from Walmart. Oh, you saw me get this. We're going to bring some alum into this equation. A whole bunch of sugar, because that's the magic ingredient to making sweet pickles. White vinegar. And some pickling spice. Alright. Why peel them and why cut out the seeds? That's the best part. These are sweet pickles to me. This right here with the green, leaving the peeling on, and all of it, man. They're gonna be a pretty dark color when you get them in the right color. That's how you know they're done, when they get to the right color texture. But I was excited that we found the old stirring paddle. We're gonna need to etch something traditional into that, something historic, classic, whatever. So now that is good and stirred, that brininess, we're going to leave them right there, cover it up overnight for 24 hours. I'll come back tomorrow and we'll start the official, really getting this down to the nitty-gritty on the recipe and making these sweet pickles. So I'm going to keep the stirred stick out here and cover them up. Stay tuned, guys, because the best is yet to come in this whole sweet pickling process. I wonder where my sweet pickle of a mama is. She got distracted somewhere else. She's probably eating some deviled eggs in there. I'm gonna go get some myself. You know what I'm saying? So I found her. There she is. I stole one of the deviled eggs in there. This got pickles in it. You having a good Mother's Day so far?
Yeah.
There's like 5 generations going on right now in this household. Got a brand new one this year. That makes you a great grandmother, don't it?
Yeah.
A great grandmother. Don't she look good for being a great grandmama? Reason why I'm not 100% sure, because it's hard to find online the exact dates this year because they change it every year. But towards the end of May, around Memorial Day-ish, well, I want to say today I'm posting this first video. This week, I'm going to kick off my own International Pickle Week. So, there is an International Pickle Week where pickles are celebrated and lauded, as this should be. So this whole week, starting with this video, making sweet pickles with Mom, we're going to do a whole week long of videos. So we'll have some pickle reviews, some pickle challenges, some different things. So we'll even do a live stream with trying different types of pickles, stuff. So it'll be this whole week, starting with this video, we'll be celebrating Pickle Week on the Brainstorm Challenges channel. I keep spitting stuff out because I got my mouth full of food. I shouldn't talk right. That's rude when you got your mouth full of food. But this is Pickle Week on the Brainstorm Challenges channel. So go celebrate Pickle Week, guys, with someone you love by eating a pickle. Sweet or dill? What's the deal, Pickle? You ever hear that joke? What's the deal, Pickle? That's a good one. Hey, guys, I hope everyone out there is, whether your mother's still with you or not, or whether they passed on or they live somewhere else in the world that you can't see them, I hope you had a great Mother's Day. I hope you at least talked to your mom, send a prayer up to them, or just spend some time with loved ones on special occasions like this, because it's good to pass on traditions. It's good to learn from our past generations because they're wise, and yeah, they've lived a little and they've learned a lot, so they can help us learn how to sustain our lives and to be self-sustaining and make things like awesome sweet pickles, canning them and keeping them and giving them as presents and stuff like that. So it's awesome, guys. So let's stay tuned. Don't go away. Come back soon. All right. So it's day 2, guys, of Sweet Pickle Day. We're on our way back over to Nanny's to do the next stage, the more important stage. Today is the day everything will be happening. So as I mentioned before, the pickle recipe that she has is not exactly the one that we follow, apparently. That's what I've been told. So today we're going to kind of speed things up and do day 2 and 3 all at one time. So we're going to go and rinse out the pickles, put some new water in there, and some alum. And alum, as I understand it, will help us get the pickles crispier. And we'll also get alum for 6 hours, and then we'll come back today and finish up all the fun pickling goodness. Ain't that right, Mighty Burger? Are you looking forward to some sweet pickles?
I prefer cucumbers.
You prefer, yeah, cucumbers are good too, but
No, I don't eat them.
okay. Anyway, we're heading over to Nanny, so we're gonna come and join us. Open. You may be wondering why. Yeah, I have that GoPro, and I wish I think that if I didn't want a chance using the GoPro going dead on me, running out of space and all that stuff, because this is going to be a multi-tier, multi-day thing, and I'm just more handy with this phone right now than I am the GoPro. Plus, I have plans to use the GoPro today to do several different videos in town and around. So, while it might have been more optimal to use the GoPro for this particular video, I'm definitely wishing I was more proficient at that yet, but I didn't want to risk this whole process in a new situation, so that's why I'm not using the GoPro today or for this video. But I think we're doing fine with the phone. We're gonna crack this bad boy open. Ooh, that pickle smell is huge. Yes. Look at that. That briny goodness. got that brine. But chicken brine coming off of. Oh, that's really pungent. Good rinsing. I'm gonna fill this up with water and rinse it out again, and then we'll put some more water in it and the alum. Okay, who that? Here's our powdered alum. Alum, from what I understand, is make it crispy. So this is maybe not a necessary extra step. And the recipe that I have on our cards calls for 3 ounces per this whole situation. But I'm not going exactly by the recipe. And this is only about 2 ounces anyway. So we're going to use this whole thing. Alright. Alum. Stir that in there. Gonna soak the next 6 hours in this stuff here. Alright. Mighty Burger's photobombing us. Aren't you pretty though? Did you have a good Mother's Day?
Oh, man, great.
Mothers work hard on Mother's Day, don't they? This mama does. You work hard every day. She's already been actually working hard without me. And look at this. We got all of our jars clean and ready to go. All the lids and yeah, so you gotta get the jars and the lids hot, don't you? When you're gonna get, because we're gonna try to. My favorite part of any kind of canning procedure is when you try to hear that pop of the lid and the lid pop in. You know that it's sealed. We're gonna try to capture that on video. So we're gonna hang out with Nanny for a bit and. We'll get back at it after about 5 or 6 hours. Well, we won't probably go 6 hours, honestly. Are you excited about the sweet pickle? Yeah. If this works out, I'm going to do a lot of different kinds. So, in the future, I want to do a lot of different kinds, like different flavors of sweet pickles. I don't know what that means yet,
My
but...
father made 9-day pickles, put in a big jug.
Yeah?
And just drain the water out and put certain stuff on it. And
You don't remember how to do that, do you?
no.
I know there are like fridge pickles you can just make in your fridge. There are all sorts of recipes for pickles. People have different ideas and recipes the way they do it. There's definitely a lot simpler ways to just make dill pickles, for example. But we want to make the best sweet pickles that we can. And they works good at potato salad, her famous potato salad. That's the next thing I want to learn how to make. And yeah, this is cool. International Pickle Week for the Brainstorm Challenges channel. Stay tuned.
1 eternity later.
Alright, we're back. It's 6 hours later and I actually got my ring light. So it's going to get a little darker as we get along. So 6 hours later, it's actually more like 6.5 hours later. And yeah, looking at, now we got to rinse it out. And then you're supposed to soak it in more, like I said, in 6 hours in clear water, but we're going to skip that. We're going to rinse it out a couple times. I'm not going to bore you with that. Y'all see me rinse it out. And then we're going to jump right to this next scene. Is going to be making the syrup out of 2 quarts of white vinegar, 6 pounds or 12 cups of sugar, 2 quarts of water, 3 tablespoons mixed pickle spice. It's better when you use cheesecloth, and so the pickle spice is not all in there, but I don't have cheesecloth. You can make little pouches out of the pickle spice. And then 1 tablespoon of salt. You bring it to a bowl and you pour over the cucumbers. We're going to see about that. Alright. We're going to bring it to a bowl, pull it over the cucumbers, and then cook them. And get them in the cans. Cannons. What's it called? They're jars. Why are they called cannons? It's called canning. Let's get it. The next thing is going to be making the syrup. Alright. You ready for bed? We got
it's just the house because I was in bed.
Well, we got to make some pickles.
You know, I'm supposed to rest in the evening.
You got to get your rest in the afternoons.
Yeah,
because you work all mornings.
I did work. They told me, you know, all the exercise is morning and rest in the evening.
That sounds good to me. Rest and eating. That's my favorite
I
thing.
just had one.
All right, so we've got
That's why I got my hospital on my
6 pounds or 12 cups of sugar. We're gonna need a tablespoon of salt. We're just going to wing that. You need 2 quarts of white vinegar. It doesn't matter if it's distilled or not, I don't think, but so one of these is a quart each, so there's 2 quarts. We're also going to need 2 quarts of water. So when I empty these out, I'll just fill them full of water. I'm going to need pickle and spice. We're going to wing that too. It says it calls for 3 tablespoons of the pickle and spice, so we're just going to use it to whatever by sight. And then some salt, just a tablespoon of salt as well. And then we got our mason jars that Nanny's already prepared. She didn't scald them, but she did clean them really good. So the canning process is important to have a clean rim and clean inside.
So we got to have the
good
jars
seal.
hot when you put the pickle seal in there. That's when you have to start.
You gotta have them hot. That's why we're gonna use one of those pots in a bit to when we get this stuff.
The lids you have to put in water.
Yep.
Put them where they're stick.
Dump in. The recipe calls for it to do it separately, but we're old school here. We're just gonna wing it and we're gonna do it together. So 1 quart of this is 1 quart of vinegar.
Another one.
Yeah, you can go ahead and put that second one in there. I'm gonna fill this up with water.
I just put on whatever's comfortable.
Yeah, there you go. Put on whatever's comfortable. Since the measurements don't have to be perfect, but we're trying to. So that's 1 quart of vinegar and 1 quart of water.
And it's going 2 quarts of vinegar now.
Yeah, 2 quarts of vinegar now. I'm gonna have 2
If you
quarts
need
of water.
more, somewhere in that jug. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn the stove on. Hot. Your stove is not the nicest stove in the world.
No, I got a good one. That's why I'm waiting. I had to go get a washer, so that's taking minutes.
So we're gonna put some of this pickle and spice in here. It's better to pouch this stuff up in like cheesecloth.
I like it tied up rags, but I guess you just put it in there.
Yeah, I don't have rags.
I know it. It's like a making.
We're just gonna-
I have to get those,
It just mix in there with the pickles later, so it'll be all right. We're gonna go with a real spoon, tablespoon roughly of salt. That's good. We're gonna get a bit more.
That's teaspoon, a little bigger.
A little bit more. All right, there we go. So what else we're missing? The sugar. Let's stir it up a bit. Feel like we're doing laundry.
They made that stick a long time ago.
Yeah, he made this stick, did. We used this many a pickle stirred with this stick. We're gonna have to put some name on it.
And you right on what it's going away and throw it out.
Do not throw away precious history. All right. Now, here comes the most important main ingredient. 12 cups of sugar. That's an important ingredient. If you're making dill pickles, you might not use much sugar or any at all.
I don't like it.
But if you're making sweet pickles, you gotta have sugar. I don't think it can go bad, honestly. Do you? I think that if you put sugar, enough sugar in something, it's gonna be all right. Remember that episode of Andy Griffith where Aunt Bee made pickles, and they were the worst pickles, and they didn't want to tell her how bad they were, so they said that, oh, these are the greatest pickles. So she made more, and then they were trying to give them away. This is what I'm envisioning. I'm hoping my pickles are better than Aunt Bee's pickles. I don't know how you can mess up pickles though. Really, you put enough sugar in anything, I think.
Mama made some it's good. Just drain the water off.
9-day
Put
pickles.
some, yeah.
There's 3-day pickles. There's 1-day pickles. There's
I don't know her recipe.
everyday pickles. So we're gonna
Drain, turn it out, on the jug, turn it out, and put something what next supposed to put in.
yes, ma'am. Whew, this is hard work here. All right.
Stir it.
No, I don't think it's good stir. We got our lids boiling. So really important that these will be sterilized separately and keep them sterilized and hot so that they'll seal really good. And when you are ready, you just pour to fill it up. Make sure you have plenty of brine and good that pickle juice. The pickle juice is just as good for putting in food than it is for the pickle. Sometimes you gotta have some of that pickle juice is good to drink.
Wouldn't make it.
They say pickle juice is good for gout.
Wouldn't make tater salad with most of the pickle juice in there.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna make some of that next too. So you pour them in the quart jars. I don't know how many this is gonna make, but we got plenty, I think.
That's what I say to you, but you're right. Sometimes I might have
You can. One thing cool about mason jars is you can clean them and reuse them. You can use even the syrup quart jars that you get. You can do lots of things with stuff like this. Yeah, that's like a syrup jug, isn't it? So we're gonna use it. That's big. You can fit in that. You're tiny. You're so tiny. I don't think you've eaten nothing, do you? So you got to keep the lid sterile and hot, and that's important. I can't show you my chest, but that's okay. As long as we're getting the pretty lady in the shot, we're good.
She's so pretty right now. She's talking.
She's tired. We're just gonna bring them to a bowl, let them sit around a good long bit of time, and then we'll put them in the jars. So, yep, this is the boring part. So we're gonna leave you for now.
Oh, that's pretty hot. You put them hot pickles in there.
Yeah, that's important. The jars have got to be hot too, so they have a good vacuum seal, and hopefully we'll hear a pop
Well,
when
I
they see.
help with, scalding them.
All right, we'll show y'all what's going on in a minute. So really what you're after is you're going to boil these, from what I understand, from my memory and from her memory, because she's got a longer memory than me. You boil them till a good rolling boil for a bit until the colors start changing. You can get that dark, translucent, opaque, almost obvious pickle coloring. So that we're gonna look for that in a minute. It's always important to clean your mess as you go, right, Mama? Clean up as you go. That was a good habit, a good trait I learned from her. All right, let's take them out. Ready? Ooh. Now I was looking and smelling like pickles. I'm gonna drop my phone in there. If I'm not careful, I might drop it in there. So we're getting some water starting to boil here. We're going to sterilize, to scald the bottom of these. We're going to pour the water in these pans here with the mason jars, and then that'll get them warmed up and heated up so they don't crack. We turn the air down, the fans are low too, because we don't want them to cool off too fast either, so they'll crack or not seal. That's real important, I think, when you're canning. You can buy all sorts of fancy canning pots. That's really what that is right there. It's a canning pot where you can stick them down in there and heat them up and whatnot. But we're using that, so we're gonna ladle the pickles in there when we get them warmed up. The lids are still warming over there, and we got us a little pot here to try to keep the rims clean, because you want to keep the rims clean so they'll get a good seal, and it helps you ladle some of that browny goodness in there. Look at that pickles, guys. I smell that pickles too. Look at that. That's some good stuff right there. I'd try to drink some of it right now, but it'd be really hot. Ain't she cute, guys? That's a cute mama right there. I love doing stuff with you. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this early in the day, right? She's ready for bed. It's 5 o'clock. It's her bedtime. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You lay and watch. She watches a lot of Hallmark. But we got our lids. Those are the most important things, and then the next thing is the rings. Anybody who's ever done any canning or even opened any canning knows how that works. So we're getting a rolling bowl going. Woo-wee! That's pretty right there. Yeah, that definitely opens your nose up. Sinuses. All right, we'll bring you back when we're ready to scald that those jars. I just get down here and being silly. I love the simple beauty of canning jars, mason jars. It's so pretty. There's like a world of deliciousness in those jars. So much potential. You can put tomatoes, you can put squash, you can pickle anything. Honestly, you can pickle what?
Watermelon.
You can pickle watermelon rinds. That's a good idea. We might have to do that one. We can pickle watermelon rinds. You can pickle all sorts of things. What's your favorite pickle recipe that's kind of out there weird? Let us know in the comments below, guys. What's your favorite pickling recipe? My anticipation is building. How about yours? I'm getting excited. Can you tell? So it's been a good, 45 minutes? I've been letting it boil for like the last 10 minutes. I'm molested. I don't want to mess with it. But we're going to pop that top and see how good it's boiling now. That smell is super nostalgic. Brings me back to my childhood, that smell. I love some sweet pickles. They used to come in here and sneak in here with a fork. Just fish them out of there, and Daddy would have some in his little plate sitting there. You know, he'd just eat them. Along with his peas or whatever, he'd have those pickles going.
And also was said the other day when we first was out, he was up like that and was asleep.
Yeah, he'd be eating them in his hand. I think he just likes sweet pickles. You know, sugar. Alright, let's see. It's gonna be hot. Ooh, that's pretty right there. Yes, sir. So that is pickle colors. That is some pickle colors right there, gentlemen. I don't know how many it's just going to be. I really don't. Nah, it won't fill up all those jars probably, but better be safe than sorry, I reckon. Whew, it's hot. I was going to try one of those, but I don't think so. That burned my hand. But you're just going to kind of boil them. Don't really set amount of time. Just going to boil them until they get translucent. Till you feel like you got a pickle color going on. I want to taste one of them though. Alright, let's get one. Ooh. Ooh, that's hot. I want to just tear it out so bad. Dang, that's hot, people. You think you're gonna be brave, you know? I like hot stuff. Don't bother me. I got it. Leaving the peeling on it. It's very nostalgic for me too. You can peel that off or cut it off after the fact, but even beforehand. But I like the peeling, so I think that's extra vitamins on those peels. Yeah, I think they're good now. You think so? We'll go ahead and turn them off. Get you one. Cool it down in that cold water. That's a good idea. I haven't quite got a whole lot of pickle taste. I think they'll even get more pickly flavor when they set up in the jars for a while. I'm gonna sneak one of these. That is so juicy. These are actually really good in a way because they got that little pickly dill flavor, but they also got just a subtle hint of sweet. That's a good mixture. I don't like sugar. She puts sugar in a lot of stuff. I never seen nobody put sugar in spaghetti before. But that's a right, subtle, perfect sweetness with that.
They said the sugar was high, but then I mean it's going away.
Right, give it a try. Let's give it a try for everybody.
Yep.
That's pretty good, ain't it?
You think crispy, yeah, it's hot, and
Yeah, because they're hot and a little soggy, so they'll get crispy. And if they don't, that's fine too, because I'll eat every bit of that, all gone. Just can't eat the rind, it's too good. Look out, that's pretty right there. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You see that, you understand. That's good. That is yummy goodness right there. Yeah, they ain't as sweet like that. You can't get. You might think you're getting sweet relish or sweet pickles you buy in a store. Well, they ain't gonna touch homemade sweet pickles like that. That's my firm belief. That's why all this work and effort and not that much expense, honestly. I think I spent $20 on the pickles because they're not in season. I got every one of them the Walmart had at the time. And I went today and they didn't have any, so I'm glad I got those. They had just put them out too. It was $10 for the mason jars, $20 for the pickles, and about another $10 for the other stuff. So you got $40 and ever how many pickles we're gonna go here. And time and energy and effort, that's nothing because that's fun and that's enjoyable. So spending time with my beautiful mama, seeing her eat pickles. Well, the pickle part, right? Oh, okay. Oh, and then you dump it out. So you're just scalding the inside of it, sort of to sterilize it. Get it hot so it'll set the innards. I was misunderstanding that completely. Anybody who's done this before 100 times watching this are going to shake their head at my ignorance, but that is why we are here, people. We are learning. I want to learn. You know, when you're a kid and you see it done all around you, you don't pay attention. You only just like the result. You like to eat what you see, but you don't pay attention to how it's made. So when you're older, and you want to know where is some more I can get like that, you got to make it yourself. Because all the knowledge is lost in time if you don't share it or if you don't take the time to learn it. I love making salmon patties. So we're going to fog up and scald these jars here so that we can get them all primed and ready. Already got the first batch going in there. You can't hold that, that's too hot. Need a better ladle, don't we? I said we need a better ladle, don't we?
What you doing? Making pickles?
Yes, sir.
You know, them pickles ain't never go bad.
That's what I hear.
I got
Uh-oh, somebody call 911.
Look, that pickle, they don't never go bad.
We don't stay up long enough to go bad.
No, they don't last very long, do they?
No. We have been family reunion.
Don't burn your hand. Oh, that's so pretty. So this is important to,
It is hot.
yeah. They ain't super hot.
Huh?
They're not really super hot. Let me put them back on.
Got hot for me.
So you clean off the tops, put those pot lids on there and you seal it up. Gonna make sure we got a good clean seal. Burn our fingers getting it over here. You wipe down the lid too? We're gonna tighten them, hand tighten them, not too bad. And that is the hot product right there. Whew, that's beautiful. Look at that. All right, we're going to get us a little apparatus set up here. We're definitely not going to need all of those, but we're going to have a good variety. So give away as presents to keep all ourselves selfishly, because they're too good not to eat them. Every single one of them. I got me a little pot to hold the jar because it's freaking hot. Yeah, that's good stuff though. It's almost worth sealing up some of this juice just for the juice. So we have 9 quart jars. This one's probably a little bit more than a quart, but that was the last one made. But there's how they sound. You typically, they haven't sealed yet. I thought some of them had sealed, but they haven't really. It's like a conga line. But you're probably not going to be able to catch that, but that's still cool. Well guys, that's about does it. All afoot but the eating. I'll come back tomorrow and get some of them and see if they're sealed up. But thanks, Nanny, for now it's time for the less than glamorous part, cleaning up. Thanks for teaching me, though. I appreciate it. Teach each other, don't we? You just tell everybody to like, comment, and subscribe for me. Yeah, she says yeah. So do that for me. Y'all smash that like button if y'all like this video. If you like all these videos I make with Nanny, let us know in the comments below, guys, if you want more of these videos. We'd be glad to do that. I want to do some potato salad using some of these pickles we made and some other stuff, you know, and just learning, guys, and capturing those moments and making those memories for a lifetime. And I like to, like we always say, share those memories. Make those memories and share them with others. So, y'all have a great day, and if I don't add any more to the end of this video, y'all stay good. God bless you. All right, guys. Each and every day. Get out and enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the cool breeze on your back. Amen. Right, Mama? She's cleaning. I better go help her. Y'all have a great day.